Hello, trading is closed on December 31st, 2019. Happy New Year to everyone. We'll go over our calls. Looked for a rally. We had a higher target. I made a typo, but both targets printed. Look for higher prices. This target to print, but we said if we gapped sharply in the undesired direction, the call was killed before the open. We open with a gap down, no call. I get no credit for any of this. This is the pattern with the early high. Tends to be a rally day for Thursday. I expect to see the pattern with the early low. Unless you have a big drop early, it tends to be a rally day. But a big drop early can't be ruled out, as MEJT has 3 new targets. Here's the signals from today. Early on, it gave an ultimate buy signal and a buy signal. It just means there's a higher target. It isn't a prediction of the next move. Obviously, the next move was the other direction, but the system said higher prices were coming, which they did. Now there's an ultimate sell signal, and it says this move is false. If we gap up smartly, probably won't see these numbers. But if we don't, that's my call. This ultimate target doesn't have to print any particular time, but if we come this close, you're almost always going to see it. So if we don't gap up smartly, or at least move higher right from the open, those are my targets. Here's what's going to happen the next couple of weeks. Next week I have personal business. I will not be able to post every day. Here's what we said. Unless we gap down, I expect higher prices and a target to be seen. Again, when you gap down, doesn't mean I'm predicting the call won't work. It just means there's no call. Well, we had a pretty good rally here, but you know how I feel about walls into the close, especially when they leave targets behind them, and especially when this all-day rally can't close over this high. It needs to close over this high to accomplish things. This blue line is one we've mentioned a number of times, connects this high with this high. This grid is the height of wave brown 1, and you can see at today's close we are right at the blue line and right at 61.8% of wave blue 1. So even though I'm not convinced this rally's over, if it is, you can say you've got 5 waves up, truncated 5th wave. It's not my favorite call, but just be aware there is resistance here. Well, here's our nice channel. Goes back to 2016. We broke through, went back under it, and look where we stopped at today's rally, right at the channel. So that's more resistance. Doesn't mean it has to hold. Just as a further reason why we need to gap up if you want the rally to continue unabated. In this line we've already seen a number of times. So you're at strong resistance and you couldn't clear a high. There's a wall into the close and you've got lower targets. Those are negative things, but if we gap up, they don't count. Thursday's pattern has the early low. It's typically a rally day with a high in the final hour. Big drop early usually is needed for the day to finish in the red. If it happens, weakness should last more than the day. We stopped at resistance, couldn't close over a high, and have lower targets. There's a wall in the close. That's no good, but there's a day-long rally into a holiday. Almost always it'll follow through when we reopen. Going to use the rules for conflicting signals. Beginning of the year, predictions are less reliable than at other times. What I'd like to see is an early drop, satisfy the targets, and then rally the rest of the day. It certainly isn't a lock. If we don't gap up, at least this higher target's likely to prick. These ones are so close, they'll probably be seen too. But if we do drop and hold, we have completed 5 waves down, and if we hold around here, 32.16, we could have a resumption of the rally, although that isn't a lock either. The open's really going to be important here because we've accomplished a lot with this reversal, but you need follow through by gapping up, or at least taking out this high early, or else I expect these prices to be seen. So the early trade is going to be critical. Happy New Year, and that's today's call.